Alright, welcome back.
We're back to lore being ruined.
Lore's ruined. Derek knocked down a pillar off screen.
Yeah.
Rip pillar.
God, Olympus.
I like that they fall perfectly so they can become platforms. Except there's no reason for them to become platforms because there's nothing up there.
Okay. You're wrong and right at the same time.
God damn right I am, as usual.
You know, I don't know if the word egotistical is correct for you, Chris, but damn, I love it for you.
Listen, my confidence is built solely on lies and deceit to myself. Let me have it.
Oh. You were both one of the most confident and not people at the same time.
My confidence comes from how much I hate myself in my life.
Exactly.
That's where it comes from. That's why it's funny.
Oh, no, I understand.
That's why it's funny.
I understand.
I was talking to someone about something similar to that, and it was something along the lines of, like, you don't actually need to be confident. You just need to portray yourself as confident, and people will take you seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really need to be confident. I had a friend of mine, this is kind of a weird story, but I had a friend of mine once who was vaguely interested in a girl. He wasn't really interested in her, but we played it up like he was, and then eventually just decided to make his day really bad by asking her out for him without letting him know we were gonna do
that's
it.
So mean.
Listen,
but
in all fairness,
continue.
I was not the mastermind of this. It was a female, because females are fucking evil.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
But they're hilarious, so I definitely went along with it. But, so, you know, we went up to her, we're like, hey, you know, our buddy is shy, but, you know, he's kind of into you, you interested? And she's like, I have a boyfriend already, but it's real nice of him. And he found out that we did it, and he's like, oh my god, I have to fucking quit my working here. He's like, I have to quit. He's like, I can't come back in now. I can't believe you fucking did this to me. He's like, why would you fucking do it? You're such a fucking asshole. He got over it.
I like you.
But, months and months later, we were talking to him, because he is not great at dating or talking to women. But he comes up to me one day and he's like, listen, man, I don't have the confidence that you have. I can't just go walk up to women and talk to them, alright? And I went, no, dude, you're so wrong. I have no confidence. I'm a lunatic. That's the difference. There's no confidence in what I do.
Unbelievably true, Chris.
I'm absolutely insane and have no problem saying batshit crazy things to people. Therefore, I have no fear. It's not confidence, it's a lack of self-awareness.
Unbelievably true.
So, that was my lesson I taught him. And that's the lesson I'll teach the rest of the internet. If you have problems talking to women, just throw away all semblance of logic and just do some weird shit. And that will make you forget that what you're doing is out of the ordinary and hard for you. Because you'll be so distracted by, how can I make this conversation awkward? To realize what you're talking to.
You do.
I tell you my... no, that's not a good story to tell, actually. Let's not tell that story, actually. I'm not gonna tell that one. I was like, I got a good story, actually, that ties into this, and then was immediately like,
that's not an appropriate story for this show.
It's more of one of those things where it makes sense, and it's really funny,
but
probably people could
just
take it,
to me.
But people could take it really wrong and out of context and make me look like a really bad dude. So I'm like,
I'm gonna refrain from that.
It's funny because we're still cool. We still talk to this day, but it's one of those things where it's like how I started talking to this person and how I and how we became friends came down to me making very inappropriate jokes that if the wrong people were around would probably have made the cops be like, so what are you doing? Let's put it that way. But hey, I'm just saying, sometimes the best comedy is the darkest fucking comedy.
I'm just Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I'm just Super Saiyan.
So fucking clever.
Have you seen the Super Delito meme? That's my favorite new meme.
No, really.
It's I'm Super Delito and it's Super Vegeta with a fucking... It's Super Vegeta with a handgun pointed at you.
Oh my god, that's
Delete
perfect.
this post. Oh yeah. Anyways, taking it back to Final Fantasy VII. Outside of those 4 characters, totally unmemorable cast, right? Like, I'm not wrong on this. I feel like most people, I think fans of Final Fantasy VII would probably be like, yeah, he's kind of right.
I don't think Final Fantasy VII it has way more hype than it should.
It sure does, Derek. I can't wait for the internet to watch this and then get mad.
And get mad.
And then get mad. How dare you not put Final Fantasy VII as best game of all time? God! Next thing you're gonna tell me is that Ocarina of Time isn't the best Zelda game.
Careful there, Chris. Careful there.
Dude, Ocarina of Time got #1 greatest Zelda game of all time for so many years until people finally figured out how to play Majora's Mask, and then suddenly Majora's Mask started, like, edging it out a little bit. Little by little. And I was just kind of like, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes, man.
It's the best game ever made. Like, this is the best song ever made.
I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't tell you what the best Zelda game ever made is. Because they all kinda suck in their own unique ways. And they're all kind of amazing in their own unique ways.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
That.
Like, there's no Zelda game that I've played from start to finish and not had a moment where I'm just like, well, this mechanic sucks. Like, every game has a thing where I'm just like, well, this fucking blows.
Like, I enjoy Breath of the Wild a lot.
Yeah.
I also enjoy...
I don't count Breath of the Wild, because it's not a real Zelda game.
Yeah,
It doesn't play like a...
It's changed up the formula drastically.
Literally, the way I put it is, Breath of the Wild Zelda is Minecraft, but Zelda happens to be hanging out in it. Like, because it's
love it.
It's all crafting and scavenging and getting
love
better gear, and then leveling up through, like, getting more gear and then crafting better gear on top of it. And I'm like, fucking... Like, this isn't a Zelda game, and like, this is Minecraft with Zelda characters in it.
This is Minecraft with a Zelda skin.
Yeah, like, honestly.
Oh no, I wanted that Keyblade!
That is how every Zelda game is going to be from this point forward, though. Because that is the new...
Well, they already have a sequel plan.
Yeah, oh, it just makes sense, because it did super well and everyone likes it. But...
Yeah,
it's a perfect reboot. It looked like the first time I saw it, and my reaction was, "Oh shit, this is gonna be a reboot, isn't it?" It's not, but it's pretty much a reboot.
It's a good game.
Because it's the most like Zelda 1 I think a Zelda game has ever been since Zelda 1. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Or maybe since Zelda 2, but Zelda 2 is its own fucking insane test of skill that I wouldn't really consider it to be like Zelda 1 because it's so fucking different. Even though they had the same concept of like, there's just secret shit, good luck finding it, fuck you. Yeah, I mean, I really like Spirit Tracks.
Not everybody does!
But like, the instrument you have to play, right? The fucking flute that you blow into the microphone and move is garbage. It does not even fucking work. It doesn't even fucking work. You can do it right and it just won't register it. And then you can do it so fucking wrong, it's not even close, and they will just play the song anyways. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, who the fuck made this and was like, yeah, this is fine. This functions occasionally. Keep it in.
That'll work. Close enough. We got a date. We gotta do it.
I'd give this like a 6. That's fine. I'd give this shit like a 6. Maybe a 7.
It's an okay.
It's fine. It works like 13% of the time. It's fucking awful, but I really like that game outside of that, and a few of the fetch quest stuff is like a little tedious because the train doesn't move fast enough. If they doubled that train speed to like twice the speed it has, and removed the stupid fucking flute, I'd be like, best Zelda game. My favorite fucking Zelda game by far. But they didn't. So it sucks. Nah, it's alright.
From what I don't think I sent it to you. I should have sent it to you because you like that game.
Yeah.
But it was, the guy was talking about Spirit Tracks and the other one, which I'm blanking on.
Yeah.
But he was talking about it, and he was like, I was planning on doing this as a individual review for each of these games. But I decided to put them together into one review.
Sure.
Because what one of them does very well, the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
And the other one, covers the other bases.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's the way that I feel about them is they kind of like one covers the other, but
yeah,
you need to look at them as a whole of the game instead of individually.
Yeah.
I like that.
My whole thing with it was why I like Spirit Tracks so much more is because I beat Phantom Hourglass, and essentially Spirit Tracks just did everything that Phantom Hourglass did wrong, it did right. But then made new shit, and those new things were not good. And it was like, alright,
Donald!
And I remember when that game first came out, there was such a backlash because they were just like, how dare a Zelda game have trains? That's too modern for Zelda. And I was just like, the last game had fucking steamboats, which were invented like 50 years after trains, you fucking idiots!
I hate people.
Learn to read a fucking book! Whenever...
That's my favorite insult, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's
read
my
a fucking book.
That's my new go-to insult whenever someone says something stupid that can be easily disproven by a Google search or a history lesson. I'm always like, read a fucking book!
Power! Ah! Yeah, no, but...
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Read a fucking
book! Because it's so angry, and at the same time, you can't be that mad about it, because it's not, like, attacking you, like, for anything specific, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like they're calling you fat or something or ugly, like, just read a fucking book. They're not even calling you stupid to your face. It's read a fucking book. Just read a fucking book. But, dude, man. What was I gonna say about, I was gonna say something else about one of the Zelda games, but there's like a million Zelda games, and I can't remember which one I wanted to bring up. I think I wanted to bring up the first one for some reason. I don't remember why. All I know, yeah, it's because Breath of the Wild is the most, like, Zelda 1 Zelda, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of, like, go here, do the thing, I don't fucking know. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, actually, because I just think this is funny and I just recently found out about it. Have you heard about Get Laid %?
Yes!
Dude! That is the greatest fucking thing I've ever watched in my life.
Dude, speedrunning is one of the coolest things because of weird shit like that.
Dude.
Like, did you know there's a Super Mario speedrun that's, it's called Nipples %?
No, I did not know about that
and
one.
it's however quickly you can get the shirt
off of Mario, right?
Mario.
Yeah.
And it's the shirt that is his nipples.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is the greatest fucking thing. And I love the internet because of how stupid it is.
Internet is fucking stupid, I love it.
But in a great way.
Oh, absolutely. And sometimes in a not great way. It depends on the day.
Yeah, that's true.
You never know with the internet. It's like Pandora's box. Some days you open it and it gives you free ice cream. Other days you open it and it literally puts a shotgun in your mouth and you're just like, oh my god!
What's going on?
Anyways, so yeah, but I watched the Get Laid percent right in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, you know, how many Zelda games are there where where Link canonically gets to bang at the end of it? You know what? Actually gets to bang. So number one, right off the bat, we have Breath of the Wild. There's no way you weren't banging. She literally calls you master.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way it didn't happen. I don't care what you fucking say. You're fake news. It definitely happens.
Oh my fucking god.
It's like people try and tell me that Tarzan was a virgin before he met Jane. Bullshit. Motherfucker clapping gorilla cheeks. There's no fucking way he wasn't. I don't believe you.
Clapping gorilla cheeks.
So, I was like, that's a given, right? Easy. Twilight Princess. That Link also definitely bangs, because he has a family and children. Unfortunately, that one does not bang Zelda. That one bangs his childhood friend girl.
Forgot that.
Yeah. He has a whole family with them, actually, afterwards.
Forgot that. Because I never watched past the credits.
Yeah, right? So, there's that. So he doesn't get Zelda in that one. There's actually a number of Zelda games where Link does not get Zelda, even though everyone loves to be like, the misogyny of you saving the princess and getting the girl. I'm like, he doesn't always even get the girl. You fucking. Sometimes he's just a good dude. You fucking asshole.
To save the fucking kingdom.
How dare you attack my boy Link and his good deeding?
My boy Zelda. Goofy slam.
Fucking Zelda 1 though, that Link definitely banging the shit out of Zelda. Absolutely. Not in Zelda 1 though, I don't think, but in Zelda 2, in Link 2, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, definitely banging Zelda at the end of that one. You know what I mean?
I do.
I don't know about 1. 1's not so clear cut. 2 is 100% clear cut. It ends with a kiss and the curtain comes down. Also, 2 Link is a fucking horn dog, because he bangs the bitch in every town to get his strength back up, because she's just like, oh, you seem tired, you should come back to my place for a rest, and then he gets his health back, so he's fucking all of them, and he's also fucking all the old ladies in those towns, because they give him back his magic. So the dude at bare minimum, if he hits every town and every one he can bang, is banging like 7 dudes before he gets to the end of that game. Fucking baller.
Thanks,
Link 2 is a fucking baller.
I'm glad you did the math for us.
Yeah, no problem. What comes after Zelda 2? It's
Electric Boogaloo.
Link to the Past. Link to the Past, not so clear cut either. I would say probable, but not so clear cut.
Possible cause.
It's very possible, but it's not so clear cut. I'm gonna leave it up. Then we have Ocarina of Time. And it depends on which timeline you believe. If you believe, if it's the child timeline, that Link doesn't get shit with Zelda. But if it's adult timeline, adult Link bang the shit out of Zelda. If it's child timeline Link definitely bang the shit out of the fucking forest spirit girl. Kyrie or whatever the fuck her name was. Who the fuck was her name? I don't know.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, definitely fuck that one. However, if you believe that he died, then he didn't bang anyone in that game. So that game is really fucking complicated. Because of the split timeline. So, because of the split timeline, there's the Link that banged Zelda, the Link that banged the elf girl, and then the Link that died and didn't get to bang anyone. So that's a hard call on which one, on how much banging happens.
This is why I love Chris, guys.
I hope people are really engaged with this one. I want comments down below arguing on who you think banged who, and in which Zelda game for what reason. Like, I want some real in-depth, like, thought process on this one. And then you get Majora's Mask, which is a continuation of the child timeline, where you didn't get to fuck anyone. Well, you get to fuck the elf girl. So, but you don't get to fuck anyone new in that game, right? Let me think for a second. No, the only one you get to fuck is Majora. With the fierce deity's sword. That's the only thing you're fucking in that game.
Hey.
Also, your fairy, I think, falls in love with you at the end of Ocarina of Time in the child timeline as well. But she also leaves you.
Not the fairy that you got.
But she also leaves you. But that was in the manga. I don't know what canon that shit is. I'm gonna start a new channel where this is all I do.
Just talk random shit.
No, try and figure out which protagonists from video games get the most amount of fucking across their timeline. That's the whole point of the channel. And it would work because there's that whole, like, are they gay channel that literally just does the same thing but determines if they're gay or not.
I didn't know about this.
It's the same. Oh, have you never seen that? That channel's awesome. So yeah, so we'll say Majora's Mask. No fucking in Majora's Mask. What the fuck came after Majora's Mask? This is when I completely lose track of what games come out. There was Wind Waker. Yeah, Wind Waker was
he
after
totally
Majora's Mask.
hits
Yeah.
that putang of that related.
Oh, dude, they're so fucking. They're fucking so hard that by the start of the next game, they're still together and she's turned to stone and he has to save her because who the hell else is he gonna fuck? Like, God. So, yeah, that Link is definitely fucking Terra. But then,
She's not
the
Zelda.
next game that they show up in is Phantom Hourglass, and I'm not counting that one as 2. You know what I mean? So I think we're up to 5 right now. So I'm gonna count Ocarina of Time as 1 because of the multiple timelines where one of them he doesn't get to fuck anyone, so that's like a -1 to the one that he does get to fuck, so we'll count that as a 1. And then... and then... I'm like killing Derek right now.
No, it's just Chris losing his mind is one of my favorite times.
It's really well thought out. Hold on, I'm a man of culture, okay?
I'm a man of culture.
Man of culture, thank you. So, yeah, Wind Waker. Yeah, okay. Then yeah, Wind Waker. No, yeah, Wind Waker. That's the
one on the GameCube.
Yes. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we
I'm
already
pretty
talked
sure.
about that one now.
Yeah, no, I was just bringing up that one counts because fucking. So we're up to 5. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep track of what number I'm at. It's 5. So far, 5 Links have fucked.
I got that many
across,
toes,
I
Chris. You
think,
can count 'em.
7 games? 7 or 8 games, you know?
Yeah.
Then we got... And then we have, the dark, stupid ones.
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess, yeah. It's actually not that bad, but it is unnecessarily dark sometimes. I feel like it's there just to be like the edgy, moody teen Zelda game.
That was too true of a point, Chris.
I know. But, that one definitely fucks, but it's not Zelda, it's his childhood friend. Clear as day. That one is probably the clearest out of the whole fucking list besides Zelda 2.
Zelda 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Then we had... What the fuck came after... fucking Twilight Princess? I know Wind Waker... I mean, I know, Skyward Sword came out, but there was like a shit ton of handheld games in between this that I've been skipping
I don't
over.
remember.
I guess we'll just go with the DS games because I remember them, and I'll just bring up the ones that I remember later. So, you know, Phantom Hourglass I already went over is the same Link from the last game, so still fucking, but I'm not counting it as a new game. I don't care. Fuck you. Spirit Tracks is interesting because I don't. She's a ghost the whole time, and you can't fuck ghosts.
But when
right?
when she gets her body back,
I don't think they fuck, man. I just don't think they do, man. Something about it just
they're
never
just
seems
friends.
right.
They're just good friends.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing is they're so close that like they must. You know, I'm counting it. They probably fuck at the end of that one when she gets her body back. Because they're with each other for so long. You don't hang out with people for that long and not fall in love. Especially when one of them's a ghost and just sticking around still. Also, by the way, Spirit Tracks had the best Zelda, character-wise, until Skyward Sword.
I love Skyward Sword Zelda.
'Cause
she's so fucking sassy.
Because Ghost Zelda is a fucking riot. Also, every time you board the train, she's just like, "All aboard!
All aboard the train, mother!"
She's like, I always wanted to do that. I love it. And then there is then Skyward Sword, and Skyward Sword is probably the clearest cut one I have ever fucking seen in my life. Like, Derek, have you seen a more like, well, these two are a thing, harder in any other Zelda game besides maybe the newest one? Because, let's be honest, Breath of the Wild's next, and Breath of the Wild definitely fucking in Breath of the Wild. They were fucking before the story of Breath of the Wild.
But we can't, because I'm the queen, and
She literally has a diary entry about how much she wants to be fucking the shit out of Link.
And it's not just...
And it's not even
just Zelda.
subtle.
It's not just Zelda, Chris.
Oh yeah, and he also bangs like another character in that. He
bangs the fish lady too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed
she
that
wants
one.
his dick so hard.
He also bangs the sand girl, but he's wearing a girl's clothes in that one, so I don't know how I feel about that one. But I don't know where I'd put that on the ranking. But
is she fucking him or is he fucking her?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's a little. Someone's a little up in the air. But what I do know for sure is that he's the most baller Link outside of Zelda 2, who is King Baller Link.
King Baller Link.
King Baller Link. And we're super out of time. We'll leave it there. We'll see you next time. Peace.